He's coming on. Okay, you guys, we are at the top of the hour, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, thank you all so much for attending our GetFit Mining Global presentation. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I will be your humble hostess for this afternoon. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. I'm so sorry. For over 6 years, for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. For over 6 years, he dedicated his life to learning about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out and share his information with the masses, and this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built thriving communities and wonderful platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right. Thank you for that introduction, Ms. Casa, and welcome everybody to this Saturday morning or afternoon or evening, depending on where you're logging in around the world, presentation of MoveQuest GetFit Mining. I mean, this is the exciting time. Today marks the official 30 days of mining with the MQT token, which has now been the top trending and #1 gainer on the Avalanche blockchain for the month of August. This has been one hell of a ride in such a short period of time. So I want to congratulate all of you guys that's made this happen. You know, the program is the program, but it doesn't work unless somebody uses it. And you guys have been using the program, and you not only have been using the program, you've been getting results. You've been getting results by making money. You've also been getting results on the healthy side by losing weight. I've lost a lot of weight in the short period of time. So, I mean, I'm broadcasting every day. For those of you who watch me, you may be able to see it. Also, if you don't know who I am, as Ms. Casa said, my name is Brandon Ivey from Los Angeles, California. I'm the founder and CEO of my own crypto education company called ILCA, Ivy League Crypto Academy. I teach crypto education for a living, but I've been in the direct sales space for 25 years. I had the privilege of walking off my job when I turned 36 years old 12 years ago, and I've been living, working for myself ever since. And I love that lifestyle. And one of the things that I love to do is also to teach and to help others to achieve not only their financial goals, but their life goals. And it takes resources to be able to do that. So the more resources you have, the more you'll be able to live that real fulfilling life that you truly deserve to do. And when I saw this opportunity, when I first got my hands on it, my original intent was just to have something to bring to the community that had nothing to do with the hype programs, the compounding, guaranteeing 3% a day, 10% a week, all the crypto scams and Ponzi's that everybody's been involved in out there and has lost money in. Something that did not require you having to recruit to make money. Something that did not require you having to sell a physical product to make money, where all you have to do is submit your own physical activity, getting paid for your own physical activity. And I was only looking at if we can show people how to make it maybe an extra $5 a day to anywhere between a couple of $100 a month, that's a win, especially in the crypto space and something that's very volatile. Without having to recruit, with no monthly auto ship, without having to sell a product, on a move to earn app, that's a win-win situation. And I was pleasantly, not even pleasantly, shockingly surprised at what has taken place over the last 30 days. We've been involved for about 4.5, 5 months, but the last 30 days has been absolutely phenomenal. I mean, type me in the chat box if you made money yesterday. I just want to see something here. Type me in the chat box if you made money yesterday. The reason why I say that, and I like to do that, because if you go to any other presentation out there of any opportunity, you ask them to ask that question, you're going to get a different answer. If you get an answer at all. That's one of the joys of this opportunity. We have everybody who participates is seeing results one way or another. Everybody who's participating is seeing results. Now, what is this all about? GetFit Mining. We want to show proof of physical activity where health and wealth go hand in hand. So whenever you have a product, is it solving a problem? We have to identify what's the main problem here. Well, one, did you know that heart disease and cancer are the top 2 causes of death in America? 67.5% of American adults are overweight or obese. 97% of Americans are failing to meet ideal healthy lifestyle criteria that can protect their hearts. Tobacco use, poor nutrition, physical inactivity, and excessive alcohol use are top reasons for disease in America. And every company that has health and wellness attached to it has different ways of attacking that problem, whether it's products, whether it's services, whether it's weight loss, whether it's some form of exercise. But do you know the number one problem that many people have not been able to achieve yet? It's called motivation. Motivation. Most people lack the motivation to do what they know we're supposed to do. And the reason why is because life happens. We get too busy in our lives. We get too bogged down in our habits. We get bogged down on the grind, the rat race, paying our bills, to be paying attention, to be motivated, to actually want to go to the gym and take action. Here's what GetFit has done to tackle that problem. Take a look at this video.
Tired of shelling out money for gym memberships you hardly ever use? Fed up with fad diets and quick fixes that never seem to deliver? We know the feeling, but what if there was a way to spend less and achieve more, much more, than you've ever dreamed possible? GetFit Mining, the revolutionary platform that pays you to get fit. Imagine earning cold, hard crypto just for building those buns of steel or carving out that six-pack. With GetFit Mining, every step you take is not just towards a healthier you, but also towards financial freedom. Forget those hefty gym fees or that pantry stuffed with diet foods. Motivate yourself to be the best version of yourself and start building your retirement at the same time. What if what you mine today could change your tomorrow just doing what you are already doing but intensifying it? Picture this, the best fit version of yourself, traveling the world, driving that luxury car you've always dreamed of. All of this is possible with GetFit Mining. Here's how it works. Strap on your favorite fitness tracker and start earning crypto for your everyday activities like walking, running, or cycling. The more you move, the more you earn. Our app syncs with your lifestyle. It tracks your progress and mines cryptocurrency while you exercise. It's like mining money while melting calories. Say hello to real-time rewards paid instantly. Achieve your fitness goals and watch your digital wallet grow. Connect with fellow fitness enthusiasts, challenge each other, and share your achievements. With each referral, boost your earnings and your fitness motivation. Join the movement that's reshaping what it means to be fit and financially savvy. Why put off feeling good and living well? The time is now, and GetFit Mining is your gateway. Ready to make a move? Let's turn those fitness dreams into your financial reality. Jump on board and let GetFit Mining guide you to a richer, healthier life. It's the future of fitness, and it's here now with GetFit Mining. So why wait? It's time to turn those workouts into wealth. Download the GetFit Mining app today and start your journey towards fitness and financial freedom. Remember, every step counts, every workout matters. With GetFit Mining, you're not just getting fit, you're getting rewarded. It's fitness revolutionized. It's time to get fit, get rewarded, and start building your future one step at a time. See you on the healthier side of life.
See you on the healthier side of life. I mean, are there benefits to walking? Yes. Just 30 minutes every day can increase cardiovascular fitness, strengthen your bones, reduce excess body fat, and boost muscle power and endurance. Reduce your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and even some cancers. Physical activity may help to prevent or manage heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure. Adults who sit less and do any amount of moderate to vigorous physical activity gain some health benefits. And if we know this is the case, then why is it that most people don't do it? And I can claim myself as an example. My first 30 days as being a part of GetFit, I was more physically active in just 30 days than I was in the previous 5 months combined. Now, why was that? Because I was motivated to do so. You know, the only time people really feel motivated is at the end of the year, and you look back on your past year and you say, you know, I don't want next year to be like last year. So your New Year's resolution is to do two things: make more money and lose weight or get in better shape. And so you get yourself fired up. You might listen to Les Brown. You're all ready to go. You get that gym membership. New year begins, and you go to the gym for maybe a month, and then you kind of slack off. April, May comes around. You didn't get your summer body ready. You get that credit card statement in the bill and realize you just paid again for another month of gym membership that you don't even use. And you say to yourself, you know, I'm really not going to use this. Let me go ahead and cancel this membership, and I'll just start it up again next year. Or you keep paying it every month on the hopes of next month, next month, next month I'll do it. The new year comes again and you say, okay, yeah, I'm really going to do it this year. And we do the same thing year after year after year after year. We're not motivated to do it. But what if we could conquer 2 stones with 1 throw? What if we can combine the ability of you to make money, which is one of your New Year's resolutions, and get healthy at the same time? See, one thing that will motivate you is the ability to earn an extra income. I mean, think about it right now. What motivates you to do things you don't like to do right now? Most people don't like their jobs. Some of you do. Most people don't. I didn't when I was working a 9-to-5 job. I hated on a Monday morning waiting or Sunday night dreading the new week, Monday. And why is it always sunny on the weekends, and then Monday it is always that cloudy, doomy, gloomy feeling, right? Waking up before the sun comes up, rushing off to rush hour traffic to a job you don't like, to work with people you can't stand, to eat lunch at 12 when you're hungry at 11, to ask for permission to go to the bathroom as if you are a child, to do this for 40 years of your life in the rat race, knowing or unknowingly knowing that 97% of people will retire broke, dependent on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. And that's our life. But you do it because you're getting that paycheck every 2 weeks. That's your motivation. But what if we're able to do this? We're able to turn your physical income into an income stream. So where you lack the motivation to become physically fit, you lack the motivation to live a healthier lifestyle because you don't see the immediate benefits until you have to take that doctor's visit. What if we can pay you for your own physical activity? Or better yet, you earn it from your own physical activity. That is where GetFit Mining comes in. Now, how this works is everybody has a phone already. I don't have to teach you to have a phone. You already do. And did you know that your phones come with apps on them that are already tracking all of your physical activity? Apple phones have Apple Health, and Androids have Health Connect and Google Fit. They're already tracking your physical data, whether you gave it permission or not. You're only giving it permission to be displayed or used. But your phones is tracking everything you do, your location, where you are, and listening to you at the same time. What GetFit does is just an app that you download onto your phone. So first, I've had people tell me this is why I say this in the presentation. I've had people tell me, no, I don't want to be a part of that because I don't want some company to take all my data. So that's not for me. I want to be private. I was like, really? You have a phone in your hand right now? Yeah. Do you know your phone is recording all of your data right now? And I always get that dumb look on their face. Yes, it already is. GetFit Mining is not collecting your data. The app attaches itself to apps already on your phone that is collecting your data. The only thing GetFit does, it takes that data, turns it into a digital hash by way of the miners that you purchase onto the app, sends it to the blockchain, and rewards you in crypto tokens, a crypto token called MQT, a token that is already on the market, a token that already has value, a token that has risen as the #1 trender and top gainer over the last 30 days. Documented. The only two ways you can get the token is by buying it on the open market or mining it through GetFit. This is where proof of physical activity comes into play. And GetFit Mining is not the only move to earn app on the market. You might have heard of StepN and Sweatcoin. I have these, but these apps are very restrictive in feature sets. They only work outside with GPS. They're limited to what they can do. There's subscription fee for it. Sweatcoin, you got to pay for the whole year up front. Whereas GetFit is decentralized. There is no subscription fee. There's no monthly auto ship. It works outdoors and indoors. You're getting rewarded for all of your steps, your distance, your calories, your workouts, even your sleep. And are there benefits to sleeping? Yes. Getting 7 to 9 hours sleep a night keeps your heart healthy, reduces stress, and helps keep blood sugar consistent. It lowers your risk for serious health problems like diabetes and heart disease. It reduces stress, improves your mood, and allows you to think more clearly. It helps to prevent inflammation and control weight. I just turned 48 years old last month. So the older I get, the more I know I need to pay attention to my health. There are so many organizations and businesses out there promoting a healthy lifestyle, but now we're going to show them how to be rewarded for doing what they're already promoting or already doing anyway. Now, since I walked off my job 12 years ago and I work for myself, one of the best benefits that I look forward to was on a Monday morning sleeping in. You guys love to sleep in, right? I called it wake up when you're finished sleeping. But I also realized that since I am self-employed, I work for myself, I work harder for myself than I did anybody's job. So I only averaged 4.5 to 5 hours sleep a night and a good hour in the afternoon for years. GetFit Mining, I'm averaging more than that. Anywhere between 6.5 to 8 hours sleep a night. But here's the deal though. Why am I getting more sleep? Is it because I want the benefits of sleeping more? No, I wish I could say that's the case. That's not the case. It's because I'm getting paid to sleep. My body still wakes up naturally. I just don't get out of bed. I just lay there more because I know I'm making money sleeping. So if you say to yourself, well, Brandon, I've got a lot of ailments. I've got a lot of disabilities. I don't do a lot of moving and exercising. I don't think this is going to be for me. Do you sleep? Yes, then you're getting paid. And any type of movement is helping you to mine more. All of your steps, your distance, your workouts, your calories, and your sleep. You're all getting rewarded for it, not managed by a company. See, that's another thing people get this twisted with. There's no company called MoveQuest or GetFit Mining. It's a smart contract. It's decentralized. Those of you who were smart enough to hop onto my 5-day challenge this week, we went over what exactly does that mean? What's the difference between centralized and decentralized? This is a decentralized project. It's like Bitcoin. There's no Bitcoin company. There's no Bitcoin address or CEO or business. It is open source. It is run by the community. Once the project was programmed and put out there, it's whatever the community does with it. Same with this. It's a smart contract. Now, there are limits to this smart contract and what you can do on a daily basis to earn rewards. We just came off the Olympics in Paris. Some of you guys think that you can be, Simone Biles and Michael Phelps and whatnot. Nah, you got to slow it down a bit. So the limitations is you can only max out 20,000 steps a day. And also, and I need to remember to keep saying this, don't forget when you are out there doing your workouts to on your phone actually turn on the workouts button. I had somebody complaining to me, Brandon, I did 13,000 steps and it says I have 0 workout hours. Did you turn on the workouts? No. How do I do that? Well, it depends on what phone you have. Depends on if you have a watch. If you have an Android, you just open up Google Fit, hit the plus button at the bottom and select workouts. Workout. Now, I'm not going to say this every presentation. You guys got to figure this stuff out too. But 20,000 max steps, 10 miles per day, 2 hours max workout time, and 2 to 4,000 calories burned, plus 8 hours of sleep. If you do all of those things, you max out your physical activity. Now, I did something last night. I told you guys I was going to do this. I actually claimed 10 days worth of my activity, where all those 10 days, I almost maxed out every single day, and what that showed. I'll talk about that a little more later on. So how do you get started with GetFit Mining? Well, one, you're going to get a link from the person who invited you. Two, you have a smartphone. It doesn't matter, Android, iPhone. The next thing is you can have a fitness tracker, and fitness trackers is optional. That means the watches. I have an Android and an iPhone. So I have a smartwatch for my Android and a Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 for my Android and a iPhone smartwatch for my iPhone. Those are for convenience. I after personal experience, I have found that the iPhones track the best. If you have an iPhone and not a Fitbit with the iPhone, but an iPhone and an iPhone smartwatch, you have those two combined, works like a charm. If you have an Android, I've gone through multiple different devices just to try to see it. This was one, this was one, this was one, just to try to figure out which one works the best. And I found that it is the Samsung Galaxies that works the best. Next is you need to have, you're going to have apps on your phone. The apps on your phone are going to track all of your data anyway. GetFit attaches to those apps and collects your data. Then the magic happens here. The magic here is the miners. It's the miners. Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin made up out of thin air? No. The US dollar is, fiat currency is. The federal government can just print more whatever they want, but not crypto. There's a process to that. It takes a person to take their time, and then they're not only going to take their time, they're going to have to purchase equipment. They're going to have to program that equipment. They're going to have to pay for the electricity to get it going, and they're competing against all the other miners out there because there's only 3.25 Bitcoin every 10 minutes that is being open source airdrop for the miners to get their hands on. That's it. That's how it works. Well, MQT is the same way. Right now, 2,000 MQT tokens is released on a daily basis for the miners. Who are the miners? You. You're the miners. So you purchase miners, and depending on which miners you have and how much of your physical activity, you're going to be rewarded with the MQT tokens on a daily basis. And any activity is getting you paid. From walking outside, inside, from walking your dog, running, jogging, hiking, sleeping, riding your bike, riding your skateboard. What about going to the grocery store? This is Saturday. How many of you have already done yard work this morning? What about cleaning your house? For us, Saturday mornings is cleanup day. Cleaning up your house. What about playing with your kids and your grandkids? I mean, what about any type of activity? Taking a vacation, you're walking on the beach. Casual activities, sleep, any sports, charity. More activity you have, the higher earnings you have. Now, what separates this project from all of the other crypto type projects of the past that have tried and failed? There's many different reasons that projects fail. Number one, a lot of projects are scams. The people creating it are creating it with the purpose of trying to scam you out of your money. Or they set it up in an MLM type fashion where it takes new money to pay old people. Or to get a project off the ground, because it costs money, they want to raise money. And they raise money by having a seed phrase to buy tokens early, and then they have investors who come and get it started. And what ends up happening is as soon as the project launches, the token goes up. What happens? The people who got in early, those people then turn around and sell, and they dump. And as soon as it's dumps, the outside community looking at the project, all they see is a pump and dump and say, oh, I don't want to be a part of that. And then the people who already got in are saying, hey, how come the price is so low? And they go to the company, make it go up. And when that doesn't happen, because that's not how it works, it's now on the open market, they then say, I've been scammed. I've been scammed. So how does this succeed? By having a self-sustaining ecosystem where there was no investor seed money to get this started. Thank you. This was funded, self-funded to the tune of almost $3 million. This isn't a brand new project. This has been here for a few years. It's starting to see a lot of success now because it had to go through many different variations to tweak it just to get it right. Things don't always happen easily or fast. So congratulations to those of you who have been here for a while, believed in the project, and still here. Congratulations. But with this self-sustaining ecosystem, this is where the decentralization comes in. See, with a centralized system, like crypto exchanges or businesses, every transaction that's taking place incurs fees. The centralized organizations take that as a profit. Why do you think people like Sam Bankman-Fried and CZ and Coinbase, the Winklevoss twins, why do you think they've made so much money? See, these transaction fees are small for each individual, but as a collective, they add up. Since this is a decentralized system, the smart contract is taking that profit and putting it right back into the system to sustain it and to help it keep growing. Not recruiting new people, but the profits generated from every time you evolve and upgrade your miners, submit your proof of physical activity, claim your mining rewards, unlock your mining dot slots, challenges and events, leasing in a Myers is generating transaction fees on the blockchain every single time, and that adds up. Now, up until this point, this was just theory. Just a theory. It sounds good. It looks good on paper, but can it actually work? It's like the Bitcoin white paper. Yeah, that looks good in theory, but will it actually work once you release it? It took 15 years to get Bitcoin to where it is today. It didn't happen overnight. When Bitcoin first came out, I was like, I believe, like all the scammers and hecklers that's listening to me right now, that it's a scam. It's a Ponzi. It's not real. Who's Satoshi Nakamoto? The government's going to shut it down. That's what I believed in the early days. How wrong I was. I needed to educate myself first before I opened my mouth. And that's what I did. See, it's one thing to be ignorant, but it's another to be willfully ignorant. Once you get educated, then you can see the truth. And the truth, math is math. 2 + 2 will always be 4. So here's the proof. 30 days ago, MQT launched on the Avalanche chain. This site is not controlled by GetFit or MoveQuest. This is Dex Tools. Everybody could see it. You can go to CoinMarketCap right now, put in MQT. It'll pop up for the Avalanche chain, and you'll see #1 trender and #1 gainer. It launched at $1. And it, as normal with new projects, there's a lot of excitement and hype to it. The price goes, the value goes up. It went up more than 380% from $1 to more than $4 on launch day. This chart is 24 hours into launch. Of course, naturally, what happens with most projects is the people who got in early decide to sell when it's at the top. And you see it come all the way back down to launch price or even below. When that happens, it looks like a pump and dump. Whether it was designed to be a pump and dump or not, it's a pump and dump in most people's eyes. A successful project is when you see it go up, and of course there's going to be sell-off from these people that want to profit, but it stabilizes somewhere around 30 to 40% higher from its launch price. And you see it stabilize and flatline. Now, if the project is good, meaning it has real long-term value, there's a real utility behind it, and it's not just some fake token or coin to make a quick buck, you'll see the price over time start to climb back up higher. This can happen in a matter of days, weeks, months, or in some cases, it may take years for that to happen. If the project is not good long-term, then it will start to go down over time, as what happened with Electronium in 2018. And it has never come back up. Here's what happened with GetFit with the MQT token. It went up, there was a sell-off, and it stopped right below that $4 mark, or $4.43 right here. Then it bounced right back up. Okay, that was cool. That was surprising. It stayed flat at the top, and then you had a sell-off here. Now, I remember when this started to sell off, we had people already screaming, yeah, I told you it's a scam. See, everybody's about to lose all their money. And then what happened is something that I've never seen before in crypto, and I've been here for a while. This bounce up happened. Now, yes, I've seen bounce ups before, but as to why, this wasn't a whole bunch of new buyers. The smart contract kicked in, did what it's programmed to do, purchased MQT off the market. So now that when you're removing supply, but the demand is still high, the value goes up and added liquidity to the system, and the price popped right back up. That was my first aha moment. I was like, this there might be something to this. Now, I admit, and I said this publicly, that when we launched this on the Avalanche chain, and this was designed to be a proof of concept that this can work, I believed it had an 80% chance of failure. Not because I thought it was a scam, not because I thought the smart contract was bad. I thought it was going to fail because I didn't think there was people that was going to make it happen. That's why. I think the smart contract is genius. I just didn't think there was going to be the people that can see it that way, because too many people have been burned out there that they're only trying to make money as fast as possible, and they wouldn't do what's necessary so that a project like this could succeed. That was the issue I had. But then you might say, well, Brandon, if you thought this was going to fail by 80%, why did you still get involved? Well, for those of you that have been in my 5-day challenge, I shared last night my rules. I call it my rules of engagement when it comes to crypto. And one of those rules is I don't believe anything that somebody's telling me. If I'm on a presentation, if I'm hearing about a project, I don't believe any of it. I am not a cheerleader for any company. I have my own company to cheerlead for. I recognize something that's good and something that's not, and I will call it out if it isn't. And I say, if you fail by 90% of what you say, can I still make a profit off of the 10%? If the answer is yes, I move accordingly, and I move cautiously according to my 4 rules that I shared last night. That's what has allowed me to have success in this space over the last 8 years. I follow a certain set of rules. Education is everything. So I said this has a 20% chance of succeeding. Yeah, I'll be a part of it to see what happens. And here's what happened. Not only did this bounce back, but it reached a new all-time high of $4.90 24 hours in. Now, for the next few weeks, it bounced around between that $443 and $4.43 and $2.50. It bounced around in there. There was a lot of selling and things going on. People were taking a profit. People didn't know, is this thing going to be real? Will it last? Let me get my money while I can. You had a lot of that going on. And then 2 weeks ago from today, literally 2 weeks from today, I did a presentation just like I'm doing today, and this happened. The token went up to $6.87, was up 25% in the previous day. The previous day, I shot a message to the creator of the project, and I wanted to congratulate her on a successful launch and to say that I was wrong, because it was I thought it was going to fail. And it succeeded. And not only did it succeed, it has succeeded big time. It launched at $1. Now we're at $6.87 and rising. And then here's what happened the following week, not even a full week later. $48.24. Yeah, that shocked look on my face, because that's what happened live when I was doing the presentation earlier last week. It happened live. When I started the presentation, the price was at $27. And you want to know why it was at $27? Because somebody did a sale order and sold at $86,979. That was 2,853 tokens they sold. The price went from $32 to $27. That was a major test. Would FOMO kick in and everybody also sell, and because they're afraid they're going to lose all their value? The smart contract kicked in. And not only did it bring it back up, but it brought it back to a new all-time high, up almost $20 the same day. The same day. And I have that same look on the presentation. And then that let me know I had even more confidence in the long-term stability. If you're looking for get rich quick, you're in the wrong place. If you're looking for, I'm just trying to get here for 4 or 5 months and get out, this is a project that's being built long-term and designed for everybody to win. And let me repeat again for the people in the back, without having to recruit, with no monthly auto ship or subscription fee, and no selling of any products, goods, or services. It's a smart contract. It's a program. If you work the program, you earn rewards. It's that simple. $48. Now, I did the same. Something else I want to pay attention to. On launch day, we had liquidity was at $489,000 liquidity. Market cap, 93.17 million. I took this screenshot 5 minutes before we went live. We're at a new all-time high, $51.47. Liquidity is 2.5 million. Market cap is 1.08 billion. Yet we still have the people in the back screaming that this is a scam. This has proven that this works. The smart contract kicks in. And I've noticed a pattern here. Every time there is a major sell-off, smart contract kicks in, does what it's designed to do, and we end up reaching a new all-time high within 24 to 48 hours every single time. So when I look at charts like this and I see red, people selling their coins, I don't get nervous about that. You know what I see? I see people proving that they actually earned an income without having to recruit from their own physical activity, and they were able to sell their assets. I see people able to buy groceries, put gas in the tank, pay for their kids' school, back to school clothes and shoes, pay off some of their debt, pay their rent or mortgage. I see life-changing things happening here in just the last 30 days. So I don't get upset if I see red happening. That's what it's designed to do, to be self-sustaining. So again, I was wrong about this project. I can't wait to see what's going to happen 30 days from now. Now, let me give you an example for those of you who are still like, I don't know, I think I need to sell my coins. Remember this guy here? This was in 2013. Look at this video.
I'm right here watching history be made. Bitcoin is now up to $111. It's an all-time high, and it's continuing to rise. I've seen it break 3 times today. It went up to 110, and this is the highest that it's been. It's ridiculous. Last trade, 189 Bitcoin for $111.
Last trade, 189 Bitcoin. Okay, let's let's do some math here, because I know there's a lot of people that are new to crypto. Bitcoin, he had 189 Bitcoin and he sold it for $111. That's a $20,979 payday. That ain't bad, right? It was at that time the first Bitcoin millionaires were created. 189 Bitcoin. What if he held those Bitcoin until today? 189 times, last I looked, Bitcoin was at $59,000 a coin. That's worth $11.1 million today. I say that to say I don't know how high MQT is going to get to, but I do know that it has the same amount of tokens as Bitcoin does at 21 million. I do know that there's 19 million Bitcoin still in circulation, and it'll be to the year 2140 till the last one is mined. I do know there's only a few 100,000 MQT in circulation right now. And I do know the price went from $1 to $51 in 30 days. These are all facts, not speculation. This is what happened. So where will it be 30 days from now? If this community continues to grow in size, because that's what it's based on. So when people say, well, Brandon, if you keep saying you're not making money from recruiting, why are you still asking people to be a part of the project? It's the same question that was asked to the Winklevoss twins when they invested $7 million in Bitcoin and ran around with Bitcoin t-shirts on and started doing interviews everywhere when they were starting their Gemini company. They said because the more people who get involved in Bitcoin, the greater the value of the token, which means the more money we make. Same concept here. The more people that get involved in this project, the greater the value of the token, the greater the opportunity for a self-sustaining ecosystem, and everybody wins. I still don't understand why that's hard to understand. That's why. I could. Yes, I could not do anything. Talk about this, not do any presentations, sit back in the sideline and snipe my money, and nobody even know what's going on. I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for the last 15 years in this space. That's what I do. I want to help other people out there to finally have a win. So let me play this one more time. Take a listen to what he's saying.
I'm right here watching history be made. Bitcoin is now up to $111. It's an all-time high, and it's continuing to rise. I've seen it break 3 times today. It went up to 110, and this is the highest that it's been. It's ridiculous. Last trade, 189 Bitcoin for $111 piece. That's amazing to me. I mean, just look at this graph. You see this graph? That's the last 3 hours. Give me a second, I'll switch it up.
Now, how to start mining? Well, this cost is $50 for one Lenny miner. The Lenny miner does 50% mining power, and the first docking slot is free. There's no cost of unlocking. You can have up to 7 miners working for you, and you can have different type of miners that have different mining power. For example, we have the primary miner for 100% power, ultra, alpha, and then omega. Omega gives you 300% mining power. Now, how do you get from a Lenny? Because you can't purchase these miners to start with. You have to purchase the Lenny, and then you can evolve your way up to the higher miners. Now, why do we do that process? Because every step of the way is adding back into the ecosystem. So if you want to evolve from a Lenny to a primary, you have until midnight tonight to do it for $30. Because after midnight, it's going to cost $50 to move from a Lenny to a primary. From a primary to an ultra is $40. From an ultra to an alpha, $60. From an alpha to an omega, you need to have 2 alphas and $200 to merge that into an omega. Again, the higher miners, the more you are able to earn. Last night, I showed live on one device having 7 omega miners. And those 7 omega miners I claimed after 10 days. And I was almost maxed out every day on those 10. So people say, well, what did that? People say, how much money can I make and earn? I don't know. There's too many variables here. I can only show you what I did. So 7 omega miners, 10 days, almost maxed out every single day. I received 94.1 MQT. I did this live last night. 94.1. What is the value of it right now? $51. Well, what does that come up to? Let's see here. If you had 94.1 times $51, that's $4,799 for the previous 10 days. That means every 10 days, if the price stays at this price, that's the value. What if it goes down? It's $30 a coin. Well, then that's the value. I don't earn money until I decide to sell. So when will I decide to sell? That's the question. And that's my own personal choice. Is what I'm going to hold. But at this price, if it still holds, that's for almost 5,000. That's about more than 13,000 a month from mining and personal activity on one device. Now, is that what everybody's going to do? No. No. We have people that's doing $15 a day, $10 a day. That's the $300 a month. What can you do with that? We have some people doing $25 a day, $100 a day, $300 a day. That is in your control. And then soon coming is the ability to lease the miners. What does that mean? Well, as the value of this token keeps rising, it's going to be more expensive to get the Lennies. Right now, they're $50, right around a little more than or less than 1 MQT. Do you remember a project called Gala Games a couple of years ago? That project, those miners cost $500 a piece. Do you know today they're worth $140,000 a piece? So I don't know what the value of these miners are going to be. I don't know. I know there's going to be more than they are right now, and it's going to be more expensive for people to try to get their hands on it. So for people who can't afford it, then imagine they come to the marketplace. If you've got extra miners, you could put yours on the leasing dock. My grandpa always said, live in own multiple properties, live in one and lease out the others. So when they lease out your miner, they're going to be able to submit their physical activity. They're going to be able to claim their mining rewards. And guess what? You get to claim the leasing fee because they leased it from you. To get started today, again, get back to the person who invited you. If everything I said went over your head and you say, you know what, this is not for me, that's fine. But I do want you to know when you leave here today, your phone is still tracking all of your data. You just choose not to get paid for it. It's a choice. For those of you who say, I do want to get involved, I want to say this. This is a learning curve. It's simple, but it's not easy. If you have no experience with crypto, then you need to put it in your mind that you're going to have to learn this space. You need to learn what a wallet is, learn how to purchase crypto, learn how to move it. What is MetaMask? What is the Avalanche wallet? How do I purchase Avalanche? You need to learn this stuff. This is not a company, so it's nobody's responsibility to teach you but your own. Now, we are here as a community, here to help, because we understand most people's first introduction to crypto is not because they actually want to learn about it. It's because they want to get paid and they want to earn money from a project. So they're forced to have to learn about it. I understand that. So we've got support telegrams in place. There's a support Zoom that's open 5 days a week from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern to walk you through. People say, can't you just make one tutorial video? No, that's impossible. There's way too many variables. People have different phones. They have different types of phones. They have different watches, the smart watches. They're in different jurisdictions. Some people want to use an Exodus wallet. Some people want to use a Coinbase wallet. Some people don't know how to use MetaMask. I had one person say, I refuse to use MetaMask. I need to do everything on the Trust wallet. So, I mean, it's way too many variables. So that means you have to learn this stuff. And if you're not willing to learn, then do us a favor and pass on. And just watch everybody else doing it. So that's a responsibility you have to take for yourself. But again, we are here to help out. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial nor health advisor to be giving any type of financial or health advice. I share information for educational, training, and entertainment purposes only. There is no guarantee of any type of earnings that you can make because it's impossible for me to say. There is no guaranteed 3%, 10%, and none of that. None of that. It's based on 3 criteria. Number one, your level of physical activity. And I don't know what that is. You might go out there and be Shikari and do 20,000 steps a day. And then another day you might only do 2,000. I don't know that. Also, I don't know how many miners you have working for you and what level they are. Even the miners themselves are not the same. Every miner is unique, is different. 2 alphas are not exactly the same. And you'll learn that in the training, especially when you hop on with Herschel Crow and Ken. And then the third thing is the value of the token. I don't know what the value of the token is going to be every day. 2 weeks ago, it was $6. 2 weeks ago today. So if I pulled 94 MQT and I sold it at the price 2 weeks ago, that's one price. If I held on to it and at $51 and sell it, that's a different price. You think I'm selling right now? No. Every single MQT is going to be valuable. Every single one. So you might want to, not financial advice, but I'll just say me, I am in accumulation mode, trying to accumulate as much as I can. Because if this token went from $1 to 51 in 30 days, where is it going to be at the end of next month? Where is it going to be 60 days later after that? Some people are going to regret some of the things they've been doing now, but I'm not mad at them. You got your profit. Good. You've proven that this works. Nobody's been scammed. All right. That ends the presentation for today. What's coming next? Well, this is holiday weekend for us in the United States. Nothing's happening over the next couple of days. I'm shutting down. Herschel Crow is shutting down, and Ken. So the next presentation that I do will be on Tuesday morning. Look out for what link it's going to be, because I might shift it up from time to time. But it's going to be Tuesday morning, and we call this the back to school schedule. So those of you in my inner circle, I'm going to be doing crypto talk now at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and then the GetFit MoveQuest presentation at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, starting Tuesday. So nothing for the rest of today, nothing tomorrow, nothing Monday. Taking some time off. So with that, I hope you guys learned something new. As always, that's the point. We'll have some testimonials for you guys ready to go on Tuesday. I know there's a couple of people. I know, Brian, you've been waiting for me, so we're going to hop on right after we close this out. I'll send you the Zoom link, and I'll be helping people out this weekend as well to get you guys set up. And let's make it happen. All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Congratulations for those of you that have taken action, and welcome aboard all of you brand new people that's aboard with us as well. So with that, take care, everybody. Brandon Ivey out. Bye-bye.